Oh, they can hear us.
Oh no.
And I think I cut the shit out of my finger. I don't know what the hell is going on.
That's terrible.
Yeah, dude, really hurts like my pinky. Not to mention too, I was moving stuff earlier this week into my storage, and like, we have textured walls on the outside of my apartments,
Okay.
and so I'm coming down the fucking stairs, dude. I scraped my fist against the wall and took a chunk out of my knuckle. That hurts bad too, but
Ugh.
I'm living through it.
Oh,
I'm living through it. It's this virus, dude. I blame everything on this virus.
it's the virus's fault. It's that Rona.
It's that Rona.
It's that Rona. That Roni Ro. Oh man. Okay. Just sucks. Load. Rhoda. Episodes.
Cam. So I don't even know if
Mm,
like my cam is even like good on me, but we're gonna find that out here soon.
Yeah, you know what? We got nothing but hearts and farts up in there. That's all I gotta say.
That's all you gotta say, bro. All right, let
Yep.
me go ahead and are you ready? I'm gonna let you. You're pretty pumped about this episode. I like that fire. So
Oh
I'm gonna
no.
let you kick us off this night. All
Oh
right.
no. But I
It,
can't see myself when it starts. I don't know when the curtain's down.
well, I
It's
can
a
I can drop the
lag.
I can drop the curtain down and tell you I'm dropping the curtain down, and while you kick us off, I will adjust my camera.
Okay,
You
okay,
got this,
okay.
bro. You
I
you.
think I could do this.
This is your practice to kick off. Don't feed the animals again.
Oh yeah, I know.
Okay, so
Hey, hey Rob.
I'm gonna pull this
All right.
curtain back. We got
Okay.
6 viewers. The pressure is on. 6 viewers are waiting
Oh
for me to lift
no.
this technical difficulty sign off, and you to kick us off.
I'm gonna fail, but I'm gonna try. Oh no, I gotta mute. I gotta mute this chat. I mean, I gotta mute the stream. Hold on. I hear too many things at once. Okay.
Okay, you ready?
No, but yes.
All right, I'm
Let's
dropping the
go.
curtain in three, two, and one. You're on.
Welcome back, everybody. It's another amazing episode of Two Host and One Mini Tape. I am one half of the two hosts, Ecto J, and with me is my other half, my other host on this nice mini table, the Babe.
Thank you. It was good.
I,
It was good.
it's good.
It was
Are
good.
you on yet? I can't
Oh,
I
oh,
can't
I'm
tell because
on.
I have such a lag. Oh, your face is on there.
Oh, my face is on there.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Yeah,
Oh man, nerve wracking.
you did it.
And then I get to see my face in lag. It's great.
But you did it, so I'm proud of you.
Okay, good.
Look,
Well, we have
folks.
a hell of a show today.
Yeah,
So I'm excited. I'm
yeah,
excited.
I'm
And
excited.
I'm glad everybody's joining us. And we're dealing with these troubling times, you know?
Together.
But hey, together. Yes, together. And that's the point. So we're, we're not going to really talk about that because this is our escapism,
Sure.
like we did last episode. And yeah.
Yeah.
So what's up, man?
Nothing much, man. I must say again, good job on that intro. Like I don't feel like I feel weird because like I didn't do anything to kick myself off, but I
Yep.
felt that
Right.
kickoff from you, so I'm still good. But I'm good.
Yep. It's good. It's good.
What I've been up to is just work, honestly, work and Animal Crossing, like a whole lot of Animal Crossing.
Oh man, me
Oh
too.
man, so we'll definitely get into that later on in the cast.
Yes. Yes.
But surprisingly, with this quarantine and lockdown and all that good stuff, there's
Yeah,
still
I'm
some.
on lockdown tomorrow night.
Yeah, I got the text message today that Albuquerque ABQ is on lockdown.
Wow.
Um,
Yeah.
so we got a curfew. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes, man. But in spite of all of that, there's still a lot of stuff happening out in the world.
Yeah.
Joyner
We
Lucas
hey,
dropped a
still
new track, right? We'll talk about that.
yes.
Joyner's new album, if you're a Joyner Lucas fan. I know you haven't really listened to a lot of them, but I'm a big Joyner Lucas fan. He's one of my top on the new scene right now. Him, Cole, and Uh, oh man, I fucking feel terrible right now. J. Cole, Joyner, and holy shit. How come I
Brain
can't?
fart.
I brain fart, dude.
I'm whack with the hip hop. If my cousin was listening and he had his chat on, he would probably jump in with something.
Kendrick,
But
Kendrick Lamar.
yeah,
Holy
yeah,
shit.
yeah.
I was
Oh,
like,
yeah,
I
you
like,
did.
I've like, I know all of his music. I'm playing his songs in my head, but I can't come up with the name. But Kendrick. So yeah,
Yes.
Joyner's album drops Friday, so I'm pretty pumped about that. We've listened to most of the tracks he's released them, which is I think is pretty gimmicky slash cool, I guess, intriguing
Yeah.
on how he did it because the album's called ADHD, and we all know what ADHD is. Like
Oh yeah.
one, we're a million places at one time. So I like how he subtly released a track like an ADHD person would, like release a track, go do something else, release a track, go do something else, release a track, go do something else. So that's cool. That's dropping. Well, and then we got, of course, we're going to talk about some of the Marvel stuff, New Warriors, right? And we got
Uh,
World of Horror. So we
yes.
got a lot of good topics going on. So even like we were saying, the virus has locked us all up. Um, there's still a lot of stuff going out there, and then I really enjoy doing things like this, right? Our cast here because it's uniting us, bringing us together, even though we're in separate locations. So it's pretty dope.
Yeah. Exactly.
But I got my ammo, thankfully. Oh, so worried. For my weapon, my firearm. So that came in the mail, and it's my freedom pellets. So I'm stocked. Got some more groceries coming
Ready to
along the
go.
way.
Yeah.
And I'm ready. I'm ready. And Animal Crossing, and enough Animal Crossing. And also, I've been watching some Bob's Burgers. Bob's Burgers.
Just keep you gotta keep that thing on you, as my man Gary would say, one of my coworkers. Just gotta keep that thing on you.
You got to, got to be safe.
Yeah.
Um,
Um.
and then Bob's Burgers, yeah. My lady has been watching a lot of Bob's Burger. When she gets off, she
Yes.
gets off of work before I do. So we're both working from home. So my stream setup, my stream lab has become my office, like my little office and my streaming area. And then my
Oh
lady
yeah.
works in the living room in the dining area. So she goes to work, logs in about an hour or 2 hours before I do, and then I log on and I start working. So she'll get off of work 2 hours before I will. Um,
Hmm.
and then I hear subtly, faintly in the background, Bob's Burgers. So she's been watching that. So, you know, naturally, when I'm getting off of work and I walk into the living room, I sit down, watch a couple of episodes. I like the show. I'm not like the huge Bob Burger fan, but what I have seen from it, I do like. Huge fan of all of the actors in the show. Like I like,
Yeah. John Benjamin.
yeah, of course, he's Archer.
Yeah.
And I like what's her face from she was Saturday Night Live and she was in Last Man on Earth.
I don't know the
She's the one
name.
with the bunny ears. I know, but I know her
Yeah.
face.
Yeah. Yeah. She has a really high pitched voice
Yeah,
where she does Lucy, the voice of Lucy.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then like Aziz Ansari's in there. I hear him quite a bit. I hear Sarah Silverman quite a bit. Um,
Yeah.
so it's good. It's a funny show. I'm enjoying that, and that's
Oh
pretty
yeah.
much what I've been up to, man. What have you been up to? What you got going
Well,
on?
besides Animal Crossing, lots of panic attacks, and just wondering when's my next toilet paper run. Nothing much. I've found a way to stay inside for the past. I've been inside since Sunday. I have not stepped out of this house.
Wow.
Made sure I had a nice, I get up, I move every now and then, make sure my body doesn't infuse with the couch.
Yeah.
But just the same old though. Nothing really different other than not working. Good
Yeah.
news is I'm actually getting paid even though I'm not working. I'm one of those fortunate
Nice.
enough people that have my job pay pay pretty much for my next 30 days off. I'm getting paid. So hopefully, fingers crossed, I won't need it. That full payment. I mean that full 30 days, but time will tell. Time will tell.
Time will tell.
Hopefully, things like this lockdown happening is going to be one instances where we pretty much take advantage of getting better. Um, but I mean, I've kind of on a segue into our first topic. Um, well, just the, because last week I told you I was reading those Junji Ito books, those
Yeah.
the horror manga.
Hmm.
So it's so funny that we were talking about it, and then what I found out was it's coming to the Switch soon. Is
Really?
the Switch, PS4? It's already out on early access. I don't know if it's early access or yeah, it's early access on. You have the World of Horror, which is a I want to say it's like in the vein of an old PC like computer point and click RPG
Okay.
that has elements of Junji Ito and Eldritch like H.P. Lovecraft horror, which it's like nerdgasm for like my horror gaming, like everything that I like. I'm like, oh, I can't wait. So I'm holding out for the Switch. I was debating on getting it on play it on my laptop, but I'm like, I'm a little iffy on my laptop. Even though it's not like you look at the graphics, you're gonna be like, oh, like you're worried about that, but still, you know.
So,
Um,
and Jochi Ito, that was the one that we were finding those weird ass like
yeah, Junji Ito
Junji.
is
Sorry,
Junji
did
is
not mean to
he
offend.
ugh, listen
Junji.
listen
Junji.
I don't care, but this guy is like a horror god. So I mean, if you have some weird dreams because you disrespected the name,
I am not trying to
he's
disrespect
hot,
anybody. It's
you know.
Junji, right? Junji.
But if you have that trailer up,
Yep.
we can share this with the
The
people out
world,
there,
the
the
masses.
world.
So that'll kick
Um,
us off onto our first segment, which would be just talking video games.
yeah,
And we're gonna get into this. Okay, say it with me one more time. Junji.
June
June
G,
G. Okay.
yeah,
Um,
Ito.
Ito. We're
Yeah,
gonna
but
check out.
it's not. It's just inspired. It's actually also very H.P. Lovecraftian
Sure.
too.
Okay.
I made that word up, but
Okay. I dig
the
it.
old
It
gods.
fits.
I don't know how familiar you are with that kind of stuff. So,
I'm a
but
tabletopper, so
so yeah,
Cthulhu,
you're all
H.
you know
Oh,
about that.
yeah.
Yeah, Cthulhu.
Yeah, we're
Ugh,
good. Yeah.
yeah. So yeah, I'm ready
You
and
ready?
prepped. Yeah.
Okay. Let's get into this. Let's remove that mini table image.
Aw.
And then
No, I'm
I
just
know.
kidding.
And we'll get into it. And ready in three, two, and one.
Okay.
Bang. That's
Like that style is just like, you know,
Oh man,
what?
look at that.
Yeah.
It's like if we took a lot of LSD and played Oregon Trail.
Oh, I can't wait.
Come on, let me see some of those weird smiling upside down demons.
Oh, I mean, and it
There they
seems
are.
it's an RPG too, so it's like wild. It's like I'm just can't wait for it to come out on the. You should stream it. You should totally stream it,
Yeah?
please.
Okay.
I don't know if it's not, if it's too scary for you
Too scary for me.
or too scary for your viewers.
My
but,
viewers of 10, like, they're gonna be like, no, I'm just gonna turn this shit off and go watch another real good streamer. They're like, oh shit, I think Tim's streaming, so no, we're done with
So,
this.
so what do you think of that?
Um, it's like I said, dude. It looks like if Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark had a baby with with not Animal Crossing, Oregon Trail, and it
Yeah,
happened to be Ito, right?
yeah. You could definitely because it has that manga style. That's
Hmm.
what, like the black and white. Because that's like another thing about his stuff that I like. Because it's just like I don't know something about black and white mangas and just making things look at that pencil work that looks really
Yeah.
horrific. I don't know. I love it. That it had all. It touched. It's like it had like
I
list
want
of
to
things that she likes, and it's like yes, 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 yes.
check, check,
Went,
check.
yep. Went down the list perfectly.
And to your point, like I'm really interested to see how they're going to. I'm interested to see what the art, how the art will like inevitably evolve as the game. Oh, look at that! Thank you for the follow, DJ
DJ
Daffy.
Daffy, my cousin.
Right on. Appreciate the
Yeah,
support.
yeah, man.
He gets the interruption of the podcast today for that support.
Yeah, whatever.
All right. But no, I'm interested to see how the game inevitably will like evolve because it, like to your point, is very black and white. It's very simple and it seems very pixelated. So I'm interested to see how they're going to bring that to life with that medium.
Oh yeah,
It's gonna be cool.
yeah.
It's gonna be cool.
But yeah, man, it's crazy. It's crazy that they just came up with such a concept. Like I just love it when they do that. It's just like, who is this for? It's like, oh, it's for me. It's for me.
This guy right here. Right
It's
here.
like I love it. I can't wait to play it. I saw already a couple let's plays, but try not to ruin myself with like just the tutorial. But it
Yeah.
seems like typical RPG style, which is bizarre because you're just like, is it telling a story? And but there's like I don't know. It's a lot. It's a lot.
Sure.
It's a lot going on, but it's cool. But yeah, I mean, man, uh, I'm just excited for my horror. But anyways, speaking of horror, should I
Hmm.
move on to our comic book segment?
Yeah.
Because I really, 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 um, so
You're
I have
chopping.
backstory.
You're popping in and out again.
Oh no,
Yeah.
did
Yeah.
it stop or is it continually sounding terrible?
I think if you maybe back away from the mic a little bit, you may be a little. If that makes sense.
I got too excited.
It's okay. So, but you're really, 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 really excited for this next segment.
Yes. Um, yeah. So Marvel Comics
Okay, go for it.
has a new. So now they've been doing this. I'm listen. I used to collect comics, but this is back in the day. This is like 2005 to 2006. When did Civil War come out? Do you know off the top of your head? You a
Ooh.
comic guy?
Oh, I am. Civil War at 2000, maybe 2003.
End of House of M, beginning of Civil War, up into Secret Invasion. This is all Marvel comic stuff. That's kind of my going to comic book stores and collecting, stuff. So it's so now like, but I've been out of the loop since then. So now with the internet, they basically put on, they put on trailers for
2006.
comics that are coming out. So now they're hyping up their new comic that's coming out. So that's like new to me. This one is getting particular. I don't want to say anything. Fuck it. I'm not saying. Are you familiar with the new that Marvel group or not really?
No, not actually. Not really. Not really at all.
Okay, so New Warriors has been around forever. Kid Nova, Speedball, I think.
Okay.
Uh, Night Thrasher. Those
I
those
know Kid
dudes.
Nova. I know Speedball. I didn't know that they had.
They
I kn-
had a group
okay, gotcha.
called New Warriors. So you need to see this. It's a 4 minute long video.
Okay.
Feel feel free to comment throughout because I know I will.
Well, take us through it. So what are we getting into? What are we gonna see here?
We're basically going to see the creator of this comic book. He's going to basically introduce the characters in the comic and the theming of the comic and what does
Mhm.
it all mean. It is a 4 minute and 35 minutes, whatever, but I feel like we'll have a lot to say during and after. Like I just need to know your like thoughts.
Okay. Okay. All
So
right.
or if you or don't say anything, or just say something at the end. I love that everyone else can see it. So anybody who's watching the stream or video right now, enjoy this if you haven't seen it.
Okay.
So
See, and I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna add in like that bubble over there. Eh.
Should I count us down?
Point down in your
Oh,
camera.
oh.
Point down in your camera right now. See that right down there, folks? I need to fix that so I can put some comic segments in there. So we're just gonna be on a tangent for this one.
Okay.
So, all right. So let's check this out. Marvel's New Warriors trailer. Let's check it out.
Yes. All right. Ready?
Yep.
3, 2, 1, and
Yep. Sure.
what?
Nothing. We're good.
My name is Daniel Kibblesmith, and I am the
Daniel
writer of
Kibblesmith.
New Warriors #1. I
don't know
got
who that is.
interested in the New Warriors
Daniel
later.
Kibbles
I
and
remember
Bits.
seeing them on the shelf when I was a kid, picking up comics in the 90s.
See,
and
there's
just feeling
Nova.
like
I know
they were
Nova.
Too cool for me.
Yeah.
Like I was intimidated by, Night Thrasher who had a blade coming out of his wrist. Nova was really buff. They were all the edgy characters for
They've
the
been
90s,
around.
as the
They're
cover
fucking
said.
sea
The New
level
Warriors,
in
I
my
thought, were
opinion.
really interesting
But
characters
just saying.
because they occupy this really cool
Like Night
space.
Thrasher.
They're forever young, but they've now
He's
been
like the
around
superhero
for
like
30
everybody
years.
wants to
My
be.
editors
Like,
on the previous
they're, like,
books
in
I've
real
done,
life.
like Loki and Black Panther versus Deadpool,
that
asked
vigilante?
if I'd be interested in
Sure.
doing a New Warriors tie-in that actually poses them as the authority figures in this conflict instead of the rebels, and I really liked the tension of that. So because
Okay.
the New Warriors
Okay,
So,
you know,
newer look.
in this story, they
Yeah.
have to be mentored
New look.
by new warriors who are under 21 and
Oh,
subject to the
okay.
laws that triggered the outlawed event. This new law is making it illegal to be a vigilante under the age of 21. The artist on New Warriors #1 is Luciano Vecchia.
Makes sense.
He designed all of the new Warriors and gave them costumes that felt as modern as the New Warriors costumes.
So
feel
they're
to
essentially
us
making them look
familiar.
like the
So
Planeteers.
first character that we're introduced to is Trailblazer.
I wish.
He's a group home and foster kid who is volunteering at a senior center when this mysterious threat shows up, and Night Thrasher.
What do you
runs
think
to the
about her?
rescue, and because she
Yeah.
helps him,
Okay,
she
mysterious
ends up,
threat.
in the crosshairs of this new outlawed law, and she inherited from her grandfather a magic backpack.
A magic
Divine origin.
backpack.
We picked the name Trailblazer because she's somebody who charges into action. She knows that she can do some good with this, mysterious gift that she's been given.
This new mysterious
Screen Time
gift
is a
magic
internet
backpack.
kid
Okay.
taken to its
Yeah.
sort of logical
Okay.
conclusion.
Screen
As
time?
a youth, he was exposed to his grandfather's experimental internet gas, and that
Okay.
has patched him permanently into the World Wide Web. The word screen time is only ever used in a sort of
Permanently
restricted
integrated
sense,
with the World Wide
and
Web.
Because we're doing a story about teenage rebels,
Warrior.
a lot of the names
I'm always
are
connected
about
to Google.
teens, fighting
What you
against
need?
labels that are put on them. So with screen time, we like to
Alexa.
think that he
Alexa.
has infinite screen time. Snowflake
Did
and
you get that?
Space are the twins, and their names are very similar to screen time. It's this idea that these are terms that get thrown around on the internet
Okay.
that they don't see as derogatory, to
He's-
take those words and kind of wear them as badges of honor. Safe space is kind of a big, burly, sort of stereotypical jock.
He's
He can
fabulous.
create force fields, but he can only trigger them if he's
Stereotypical
protecting
jock.
somebody else.
Yeah.
Snowflake is non-binary and goes.
I like
by
his
that.
giant pink
Snowflake
gauges.
has the power to
Yeah.
generate
Really-
individual crystallized snowflakes.
Oh yeah, there was some thickness going on there, chat.
Connotations of the word
Some
snowflake
deep
in culture
thickness.
Right now are
You heard
something fragile.
Non-binary.
And this
They,
is
them.
a character who
Snowflake.
is
Yeah.
turning it into something sharp. Snowflake is the person who has the more offensive power. And Sapiens is the person who
Snowflake sure does have that offensive
the idea was
power.
that, they mirror each other and complement each other. B negative is the goth kid. When
B
he was
negative
made,
is the goth kid.
a rogue life-saving blood transfusion, we assume from Michael Morbius, and now he has a very similar look and very similar vampire
Yeah,
powers.
okay.
B negative
Okay.
also is obviously a pun. It's a blood type, which is great for a vampire character. And it's
B
also a
negative
proper of
goth
vampire
kid
powers.
Get it?
blood
One thing
type.
to read our New
Wait.
Warriors to feel
Wow.
Wait.
that they felt if they read the 90s one. We wanted to have big, colorful characters, personality clashes, romance, a diverse cast, which is something that the New Warriors titles have always strived
Okay.
to make
Yeah.
a priority.
Yeah.
Every New Warriors
Very
title
diverse,
has always
indeed.
felt like a reflection
Got your
of the
non-binary in
movie
there.
that came out.
Okay.
And I don't think we're worried about being
Your
gay.
stereotypical
I think
jock,
we're
of course,
way
by the
more
way.
interested about it being
Stereotypical jock wears pinks and has gauges.
Yep. Okay.
Well,
The new Warriors.
people found their new
being
supply of
raised,
toilet paper.
Wow.
Does this just make you want to jump back into comics?
I absolutely. Um. Oh wow, I can't even pretend to be interested into this, but I get
Okay.
it. I understand why they're doing this, and I understand where the demographic is at.
Okay.
They're all. That's not our demographic, bro. I'm in my 30s. I'm not a pre 21-year-old superhero. So Marvel, to stay relevant in the demographic and to sell books, that's the that's the audience they have to reach. I'm not that audience, so I would hope that they're not trying to appeal to me.
So yes, and that's where I took it. You kind of I mean, all jokes aside, I know I was roasting it while we were watching it. Actually, my initial thought when I was told about this by
It's
coworker,
easy for us to roast, man. We grew up in the golden age and the silver age of comics. Like,
right, you come in, yeah, exactly. And a lot of people are hating on it more, but the so I have like friends that are like into comics and are into the same shit that we were in. And they're looking at this like they're rolling their eyes, like they're upset that it exists. Where
sure,
I necessarily kind of didn't feel the same way as them, because they're like more mad because of the fact that it's like a thing that's happening. And I'm like, this is a thing that just exists. And it's funny how you directly kind of went to my argument right away, where you're like, this is just not my demographic, where they were almost offended to the point like they feel like this shouldn't even exist in comic books.
well,
And I
see,
kind of
so to me,
disagree.
no, and I'm right there with you. To me, something like if that center hero was Iron Man and he was a villain and he was some on a non-binary like Asian dude, then that wouldn't be. I'd be more upset with something like that. Like I got
Right.
more upset when Cap was a Hydra agent for that series of books versus this, because like that's taking something that I grew up with, that I know, that I'm familiar with, and completely just like changing them to match a certain demographic rather than introducing a similar type of heroes to match the common day and age of the teenage audience they're trying to reach.
Right. And that's what I was saying too. Like a lot of people are like, "Oh my god, did you see this? Is a character named Snowflake?" And because that's what they opened with. They're like, "There's a character named Snowflake and Safe Space." And I'm like, "Okay." Like I'm like, I get it. Like I get it. That's very like social justice warrior, virtual signaling, the like
Yeah, yeah.
epitome of like everything that's like a conflict into this world nowadays, because you have people who are social justice warriors and then people who are not. And for me, I'm like, all right, here's the thing. What are they again? I'm like, they're like the new warriors. I'm like, the new warriors? You
They're
mean
not.
that whack? I'm like that whack ass group that kicked off Civil War because they blew up that
House.
elementary school.
Yeah.
Uh, I'm like that dumb. I'm like,
They
who
were
cares?
they were filming a reality TV show in a neighborhood and Nova lost it.
Exactly. New Warriors, if anything, was always like the joke group that's fucking things up because they're too much with the times.
Right.
Like that's so them showing it more. And here's the thing. And it's confusing because I'm like, are they representing uh these things? Or are they like trying to be the, I guess, the flagship of not social justice, but necessarily like non-binary, and it's cool to wear pink, and I'm goth, and I'm fat, but I have a cool backpack? Like, are they like the form? Because here's the thing about here's the thing about that. It's a matter of um like if they're whack, it's kind of confusing because I'm like, what are the writers trying to do? Because a lot of listen, I'm watching a lot of stuff, and most comic book fans, like the hardcore Marvel fans, they go to the comic book store, they have their pull lists at comic book shops. They're like mad that this exists, and I'm like, that's silly though. I'm
Sure.
like, you don't pull it. Don't read it. I would read it. Color me intrigued. I would read it because I want to see what the writers are actually trying to say.
Sure.
Because if they're doing this and you make these characters whack, like I said, if whack characters are whack, then what are you really trying to say? You know what I mean? But if whack characters are they're trying to make them the next Avengers, then I'm on board with you where I'm like, man, that's fucked up. They're trying to push all the ones that we like aside and make this the new face of Marvel. Then we
I
have a problem. I'm not going to be going to theaters to watch Safe Space.
Are you
Who
sure?
his powers is whack. He has a shield, but only works if someone else is there. Like, bro, that's
Because
it. Get him alone in the corner and shoot him in the head. He's dead. You
because
know what I mean? Like,
because he's a safe space.
I know he needs someone else in space with him in order for it to work.
Um,
Snowflake, ice daggers, woo!
be negative. Um,
Hot topic.
there's your statement in the name. I get it. Not my. It's
Yeah,
not my.
you got it right away. You had the right reaction to it, in my opinion, because I feel like that needs to be the reaction where
And
you're like,
yeah,
oh, this is either for me or not for me. If it's not for me, no big deal. People are mad that this exists, and I feel like if you are a social justice warrior, here you go. You
right.
know,
Hey,
if you're not, don't be mad because something is out there for someone else. Then what are you
right.
doing?
Yes, and that's the kind of nerd that I am, and that's the kind of nerd that you are, right? We like comics.
Hmm.
We nerd out about sci-fi, pop culture, shit like that, right?
Hmm.
We're big comic book fans, but my comics are the traditional Marvel, you know, IPs, the Silver Age, the Golden Age of comics. The Silver Surfers, the Fantastic Four, the Thors, the Spider Mans,
Yeah,
those
everything that's in the MCU,
right.
right now
That
because of how great it was.
but it shouldn't stop a publishing company from creating new stories, new heroes
Correct.
to still be relevant within the time and the demographic.
Agreed.
Like this is 10 15 years. This is 10 to 15 years but like um younger audience that to what they're appealed to.
Oh
This
yeah.
isn't supposed to appeal to me. Well, maybe it is, but it doesn't. But that's okay because I know the audience that it will appeal to. Like
Yeah.
it's okay to be a snowflake. You got a superhero right here, right? You got your thick girl with her backpack, and you got the emo kid, whatever. If it gets that audience into comics, and there's more comics, and there's more conversation out there to be had, I'm
Right.
down with it. But by no means is it meant to raise the pitchforks and torches. Like I think that's a little kind of much, you
Now
know.
I'll go a little bit deeper, and then we'll get off this because I
Hmm.
could probably talk about this for like two
Well, I
hours.
think
But
Safe Space really wouldn't appreciate if you went a little deeper. I'm gonna have to put my
you
shield
sure
up.
about that? Did you see that pink? No, I'm just kidding. No, but basically, what it comes down to is a lot of, like I said, comic book fans are also making the argument that Marvel knows what, and it's specifically doing this to cause controversy, to create people to like literally do it out of controversy
Sure.
and create it to get people to do it, and that's what makes them hate it even more, is that you are making a comic book to get people to talk about it because it's on a BuzzFeed thing, because it's something that you're gonna see new comic book heroes, Snowflake and Safe Space, gonna get people to click on it and be like, "What the fuck?" and everyone's just gonna
And
get
and
mad.
these are the people that are posting on using a web domain that is data mining all of their information to custom tailor and advertise for what they want to see. Have an issue with Marvel using that same ideal system to promote a new book series.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. It's just they're just keeping up with the time, but they're keeping up
Yeah.
with the times,
Yeah.
and that's why I'm like, hey, that's why you just kind of have to oversimplify your life, bros. Like people who are out there who are angry about dumbest shit, just oversimplify your life. Go, wait a minute. Do I care? No. Then you just you walk past it.
Right.
Don't be mad because something exists, especially when it doesn't affect what's going on. Like they're the new warriors. Like the
They're not
new
taking on
warriors.
Galactus or anything right now.
No, they're
They're
not. No,
they're
just some
not in
space
phase
heroes.
5. I doubt they're coming to phase 5. Calm down.
I'll take a bet on that though. I'll take a bet on that.
I'll
Who
say
knows?
freeform. Look, I'll put 'em- we could put them on freeform.
Freeform, exactly. They'll be
ABC
on
freeform.
freeform.
Hey, Cloak and Dagger made it.
Cloak and Dagger did make it. I wanted to see that.
We'll see a new Warriors reality TV show on freeform.
We should. We should definitely see that. That'd be good for that type of vibe. Like it'd be really.
I mean,
But yeah,
I'm not a freeform watcher, so I mean, it seems like it would be on that channel. Nothing against
yeah.
freeform.
No. But anyways, I digress.
Well, I mean, that's the whole show, right? We're at a mini
What?
table, we're chilling, we're talking, we're digressing, So this is our show.
Yeah.
New Warriors. All right. Okay. We'll see how it goes, right?
Who knows?
Waiting for the boy season 2, so that'll be good.
I can't wait for the boys season 2. Yeah.
See, that's my type of comic. That's my demographic right there.
Yeah, look gritty, realistic, like take what you like.
It's so
It
good
just
because I see that like being really what it would be like,
yeah,
So good.
absolutely.
Yeah,
The
I want
dark,
the dark approach on it.
Yeah, that's why we like it. Baby shooting laser beams.
Yeah. And then he's not even. You can't kill him. You can't kill him right there. Oh, it's gonna be so good. That is what I'm
Yeah.
looking forward to.
Yeah.
So we talked a little bit about it at the start of the show. I am a big. I have become a big Joyner Lucas fan. Now I'm gonna go ahead and out myself. I'm not gonna try to be a hipster on this one because I can be a hipster on a lot of things, and I don't really mind being a hipster. But I honestly caught on to Joyner. Oh my God, Joyner. I caught on to Joyner when he collabed with M. Right, I didn't know much about the guy prior to. Really enjoyed his bars on the M track. Did my research, checked out some of his other tracks like "I'm Not a Racist." I heard about him when he
Oh
did "I
yeah.
Am Not a Racist," but I didn't really catch on until after heard and saw "Lucky You," and I was like, okay, this guy's got bars. So then I went back and then I looked into him and the Logic beef that he had, and now I guess they've made amends and they've collabed on a track. So I've kind of jumped on the Joyner bandwagon. I like Joyner. He brings bars amongst the current state of hip hop. I am not a mumble rap fan at all. I'm an old school hip hop fan. We're talking Wu Tang, Pac, Biggie, um,
The
Bone,
greats.
the '90s era hip hop, the gangster rap, Snoop,
Yeah.
Dre. Um, so I'm a fan of bars. If you have some good bars, if you can spit, then that's what I want. I don't care if it's a whack beat. You could be ciphering. Like I love listening to some of the Sway ciphers and um, things like that. So that's
Yeah.
what I'm about. I'm a hip hop fan for bars. So Joyner dropped the new track today, actually, and it's already up to almost 2 million views. The
Oh
track's
wow.
called Will. I of course, to avoid the whole copyright things, I'm going to be pausing it in and out of. This is a review, so I'm pausing in and out of the video, so we're not like blocked when we get posted on YouTube or anything like that.
Okay.
Um,
I haven't seen it, so I'm gonna be watching it like.
I'm really if I know you like I
Unless you
think
say
I know
stop, and I'll
you.
stop.
No, yeah, I'm gonna stop it a couple of times.
Yeah, just tell me stop, because I'm gonna play it and just stop it when
Okay. Um,
Yeah.
I'm interested. I think you're gonna like it. I think you're gonna like it
I'm
because
excited. I fucking love what I have like the first
the
frame
first
up,
clip,
and I'm
yeah,
like, and iconically know exactly what I'm looking at. You know what I mean?
yeah.
I'm excited to.
All right, and what he's talking about, folks, is
All
there
right,
it is right there. That mini table image is off the screen there. So we're gonna get into this. Is Joyner's new track "Will," and it's on the ADHD album that will be releasing hopefully at the end of the week, from what I'm hearing. And let's get into it in 3, 2, and 1.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yep.
Fucking. Okay. Nice. Okay.
Yep.
Perfect.
Yep. Both. Yep.
Yeah. Wow. Oh, good.
Stop.
Yeah. Okay.
Right there.
Wow. So far, so good.
So
So far, so good.
far.
I mean, who is not a Will Smith fan, really? Can't not appreciate his accomplishments, and even his like this whole rhymes that Joyner's doing is just 100% a tribute to everything
Absolutely.
that he's about, which is great. He
I
needs it.
Yeah, I like the fact that he's using the titles of his movies in his wordplay. I
Yeah.
like that he's speaking about like how he grew up using references from Will Smith movies and shows, like how he's intertwining um his I guess in a sense his muse into his bars and into his story. So it's just like a crazy intertwining of like metaphors, which is so good. I love it so much. Like it's
So far, so good, yeah.
and I like the fact that it's not even he's not even trying to like even it's not even a subtle shout out. He just literally I
No,
stopped that
so
at he's this homie is my idol and he doesn't even know it. That's why I
yeah.
was like, stop. Who the fuck do you know these days that would go out? The last time I could think of something like this was when M did I Need a Doctor with Skylar Grey, I think it is, way back in the day. When he was
Yeah.
literally like speaking to Dre on like, this is what you mean to me. Like, I don't think I've seen a track like that in a while.
Yeah.
Not as much commercialized like even this. So I dig it. I really dig it. So I'm going to kick this off here in 3, 2, and 1.
Okay. Oh God. Really? Ah, it's a good
Yeah.
movie.
Yeah.
she don't stop talking. I wish that she come with a muzzle. I don't know if I'm in love with the pieces or I'm just in love with the puzzle. But I had to leave her cause I know these girls these days ain't nothing but trouble. I know I'm the one. Damn it, I made it. Now look what I done. I feel like I'm dreaming. I count on my blessings.
Yep.
I'm really elated. I know
That was
it's
inevitable.
Yep.
it's real. I hope they look up to me like we used to look up to Phil. I know that you will. I lay a brick at a time for something I know I can build. That's how we leave an impression. Yes, I believe in expression. I got some secrets and weapons.
I haven't seen that one.
Me neither.
Give me 3 wishes. I think I'm
There you go.
Ah.
Mm-hmm. Stop.
Okay.
Give them a rose while they still alive. No truer words have been spoken, man. Right? And I get it now. Like that's the whole purpose of the song, right? Like, oftentimes people don't get to say goodbye to their idols before they're gone or whatever, right? They don't get a
That's
chance to say
very true.
goodbye. So like Will's, as far as we know, unless Will Smith's hiding like some kind of chronic illness from us, he's in perfectly good health and shape. And so I think that's super dope, that the fact that he's like, hey, we lose a lot of idols. We don't get a chance to say goodbye. This guy's my idol. He's still alive. So, I'm going to toss this man a rose for what he's
Yeah.
doing. So I think that's super dope. Love that approach.
Good tribute.
Good tribute. Mad respect.
Yeah.
And let's finish this bad boy off. And
Yeah. So far, so good.
3, 2, and 1.
I'm feeling like Will. I feel like a prince. I'm feeling myself. I'm loaded with bills. Cause I wasn't blessed with no Uncle Phil. Don't know how it feels. I wanted to flex. They told me to chill. I'm making a flip. My life is a flick.
Oh, hey. But that's a
CG.
deep fake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to lay this brick as perfectly as a brick can be laid. You do that every single day, and soon you have a wall.
Yeah, I actually heard that thing he would say. I've heard it somewhere. When Will Smith said that about bricks.
Yep.
Yeah.
Shot, produced on Tully. So that's a new Joyner album, or new Joyner album. It's a new Joyner track released today,
Yeah.
almost a 2 milli. Go out and show some love to Joyner. Check out the video. The link will be in the description of the show on YouTube. So check that out. Of course, Will Smith had to respond. So I want to get into that response real quick before we talk about the
Okay.
video.
Yeah, let's get into it.
Just so we can talk about not only the video as a whole, but talk about the response that
Yeah.
Joyner got from Will Smith himself. So let's check that out. Here we go.
Joyner Lucas.
Go.
Yo.
Yep.
That joint is crazy. Dude, I am humbled and honored. One of the lines you say in there, you inspire people and you don't even know it. It has been my intention from day one to really go into the world and just put positive energy and to be able to use my creation to, inspire and elevate and empower. And, I just love what you've done. It's creative. All of y'all swipe up so you can see what I'm talking about. Swipe up. This video is ridiculous. Brother, again, humble, and hope to meet you one day.
Boom. So.
Oh, yeah. That's happening for sure.
Yeah. So that is that's a new Joyner track, and that is the Will Smith reaction. So thoughts? What are your thoughts, man?
It's good. It's good. I mean, come on. There's so many iconic things about Will Smith that we all grew up with. I mean, come on, freaking Fresh Prince, Bad Boys, Men in Black, Wild Wild West. I mean, the good and the bad all mixed together, but you still know who Will Smith is. With the advent of social media, YouTube, we get to see more of Will Smith, and realize that he's kind of exactly what you expect him to be, which is cool guy, wholesome guy, and you kind of just gotta respect. You have to respect that,
Right.
so many years that he's been around. So again, definitely, definitely. I mean, a tribute, well deserved tribute. If that's how I see it.
Yeah.
So I liked it, and I again I don't I've only heard like one other song that Joyner's done, um, uh, wh- which I thought was good. The racist one.
I'm not a racist.
Yeah. And so yeah, he's definitely got a flow. He's got a following, and as you could see, with 2 million views in just less than a day,
Yeah.
there's many people who agree with that
Sentiment.
sentiment anyway. Yes, for sure, for sure. But yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
I like it a lot.
Yeah, like I said, I'm a fan of Joiners. New fan, right? I'm not gonna go out there and try to say like, oh, I've been on Joiners since he came out.
Yeah,
No.
it's fine.
But I do enjoy a lot of the things that he's doing in hip hop. I'm glad that we got some more lyricists out there, and not just like debate. Depending on three subjects: lean, bitches, drugs, and money.
Yeah,
We got 4 minutes of bars. One hook, right? So we had the hook in there a couple of times, but 4 minutes of bars giving tribute to Will Smith, who has been entertaining us for years. And now I want to see it. They want to meet. I want to collab. I want a Joyner Will Smith collab.
it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
I want it. I want a feature.
Yeah.
I know Will, like, he does tracks for like his movies and whatnot. I don't think he records much anymore. But to have a feature, maybe on Joyner's next track or something, I think
Oh,
that'll be
yeah.
dope. That'll be dope.
Oh, yeah.
I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah.
So yeah, Red Eyes, you must pay tribute. Of course, Will Smith's a great man.
Yeah.
So
Totally representing in that whole video, and it is great. You touched everything, but that I thinking back is just the whole message of the thing of, just like you said, that is that line of just respecting the people who are around, not waiting till they're gone to say what you have to say,
mhm.
is fair. It's very fair. Will Smith has been around for a very long time. There's a lot of people out there, that get their respect, but it's ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
It's not a wasted song. in my book.
Shit, man, it's a hell of an approach to get a collab too. Like they've
Sure.
never met. They do not know each other. Joyner's new and up and coming, and I wouldn't say
Smart.
new, but he's getting he's getting more attention in the hip hop game. Why
Yeah,
not
yeah, yeah.
fucking? Why not, bro? Like, yo, I'm a big fan of Will. What's up? Let me do a whole track on, see if I can get a feature. Yo, I got a movie coming up. Got a TV show. I can get a spot on.
right.
No,
But he
it's
did it
smart.
right. He did
Yeah,
it right.
no,
Took
he
his
did it right.
talents. He put it
Yeah.
out there. Hey, you know what? We've seen it done before in other
Sure. Yeah.
mediums. So why not do it this way with the track? Again,
And it's
plenty of
fire.
views. This is the way to do it. This is the way to do it. It's smart as hell.
It's fire. It's fire.
I
Um,
liked it.
Yep. Definitely good. And which leads us to our
Gotta sandwich our. We started with video games. We're gonna end it with video.
we gotta end it with video games. And by the way, folks that are tuning into the show, after this, gonna jump on a let's play, right? We're gonna do some Animal
I'm
Crossing.
gonna do it.
All
I'm
right.
gonna do it.
Okay.
I'm excited.
Yeah, ADHD. So, yeah, thank you, Red Eyes, for reminding us. ADHD, the album will drop, I think Friday. I think either today's Wednesday, so I think we're getting it Friday in a couple of days. I can't remember. Red Eyes. If how many tracks are on there? I think there was maybe 21 or 18. I can't remember. Um, most of the tracks are already out there. They're on YouTube. You can check them out. There's a couple of skits on there I saw. Um, but I'm really looking forward to it. I know the album's going to be fire. So um, excited for that. But anyway, so Animal Crossing. Animal Crossing.
Yeah.
Heard you got some feedback.
Oh yeah, yeah. So I finally played for the first time Animal Crossing on online, and I had some people come to my island. A lot of people had some stuff to say about my messy island, but that's fine. It was super fun. It was more like I already thought that the minute I went to someone else's island first,
Hmm.
and then I was like, oh, this is my first Animal Crossing game, and I know that
Is it?
you just started it too. So
Yeah.
and no better way to just let the time go pass by, but be in a little happy little island paradise
That's right.
where talking animals and beautiful scenery and just simple little things like fishing and bug catching and oh wait, that's a bad thing. We shouldn't
Yes.
be doing that.
Speaking
According
of
to
which, I was just going to say I'm new to Animal Crossing. I know you're new to Animal Crossing.
yeah
And we're kind of figuring this all out. But I see here before the show you had linked to me a guide written
yeah
by a very notorious group and organization that give us a
yeah
proper guide on how to play Animal Crossing. So I'm going to go ahead and remove this mini table image. Um,
okay.
and the guide here, walk us through this lovely guide here, Active J, on
Okay, so
Animal Crossing.
this is PETA's guide, vegan guide to Animal Crossing.
Okay.
So in this, just to run through it really quickly,
Okay.
they are very aware that everybody's self isolated at home, and they need their escapism,
Hmm.
and the escapism cannot go too far though,
Okay.
because we have to realize the things that you can do in Animal Crossing and how you can't animal cross those lines. And the first thing I see when I read this is fishing in Animal Crossing vegan? No, it's not vegan.
It's not
And
vegan,
you shouldn't
guys.
fish in real life. But you shouldn't fish in real life if you're vegan.
Right.
But you shouldn't do the same in the game either,
You should not.
according to
Right.
PETA.
Um,
No.
they don't feel pain in the game. However, it is very harmful to the animals and the planet of Animal Crossing. So,
Yep.
um, so if you're
Yep.
playing, if you're new to Animal Crossing, and you're a fan of PETA, don't fish because
Don't.
it's cruel. All right. So moving on, number
It's not
two.
right.
So number two, what do we
Well,
got here?
what I mean, is it okay to catch the bugs in Animal Crossing? Because
Mhm.
bugs are not really animals, are they?
No, they're
But from butterflies to wharf roaches, your island is a bustling home of various insects and other little animals. Keep it that.
so you can't catch bugs in Animal Crossing.
You can't, even
No.
though you're just catching them
Right.
and putting them in a little place to be displayed and
Giving them a
admired for
better
what they
home, right? Kind of.
are. Well, yeah, I mean,
You have to admit, animals in well, no, let's not get into that topic. Insects may have a higher life expectancy. They're not getting stepped
Then-
on or eaten.
you're right,
Right.
right.
The
So,
water animals are doubtful. They're probably
But-
could die.
so bug catching, no,
No, can't do that.
I can't do that. So moves us on to our last major topic of things that you can't do in a video, according
Sure.
to Pete,
Right.
is do clams feel pain? On your island, you could dig for clams. Here's why you shouldn't.
Okay.
Clams are what, bivalves? I don't know. That's who who may look less similar than mammals, but they still deserve consideration and respect.
Right.
They're capable of a surprising range of behavior. Did you know, for that they can escape from danger by burrowing through sand?
I
Okay,
didn't. Wow, I did not know that.
okay. Here's
But I know that I dig them up from the sand.
They don't even want us digging up fucking clams.
Okay, so again, new to Animal Crossing, you've never played it before, and you want to play the PETA version of it. Don't. You can't get clams. You can't get bait. Don't do it. Um, it's just don't do it. Right? Okay.
Okay.
All right, moving on.
Let's-
What do we got? What else
I'm,
we got
I'm
here?
not I'm gonna tell you right now.
Okay.
I can't go through this whole thing because it's really upsetting. I can't.
We're
I
doing
mean,
it. We're doing it.
I-
This is
I-
the
I'm
last
not.
segment of our show.
Uh,
We're going through this guide right here,
here
right?
you go.
I got you on this.
Okay.
Don't
please.
leave the hermit crabs alone. Don't fuck with the hermit crabs, right? The hermit crabs can live for more than 30 years in their natural habitat. Leave them alone. If you're playing Animal Crossing and you want to do it according to PETA, leave the hermit crabs alone. Don't touch them. Okay? All right. All right. All right.
What you can eat at the desert island?
What's your
You'll
answer?
eat fruit.
That's
Well,
right.
You eat fruit, so it's okay. It's okay with PETA.
That's right. And it makes
And-
you strong enough to lift a tree.
Actually, yeah, and don't do that.
Oh yeah, don't. But okay.
Don't do that and hit rocks because you totally ruin your source of income. And finding that out on day 2 when you have no rocks on your island and wondering why nuggets to start building your store. So yes, don't eat fruit and break all
But-
your rocks in your island.
But
Just
Ecto
for-
J, I've never played Animal Crossing before. Should I build a doghouse?
I'm assuming no. I'm not even scrolling anymore. I'm just at this point of the game. I'm telling you, this article is very lengthy of
It's-
obvious bullshit.
Well, you can build a doghouse, but right now countless dogs are constrained outdoors in all weather conditions with chains, just like the one pictured in this item. So, building a doghouse is great. Just don't chain your dog to it in any weather conditions. Okay?
You get a dog in that game?
I don't know. I have no idea. I've never played it before.
I
But
never played it before. I don't think you do for some strange reason. I mean, stop me if I'm wrong, but I don't think you even have a dog in there. I mean, there's dog people. Oh, this next one I'm done with. Like, this is the last one for me.
Tom
Go ahead.
Nook is exploiting you. No shit. No shit. Like, we didn't know that from the beginning. I have never paid 90 grand for a tent.
Here's your phone. By the way, you owe me 50,000 bells.
Right?
It's like, what? What?
Bro, I knew that when the credits started rolling.
This man is ready.
All right, let's see
Um,
what it is. There's a couple of other things on here to wrap this up here. How to enjoy your island in an animal-friendly way.
Can you enjoy your island and an animal? Is PETA against Animal Crossing? They're like, no, but just don't do these certain things. PETA's great. PETA's amazing. I'm so glad that PETA exists
Mm-hmm.
because when they pick a side, they just
Oops.
really stuck.
Well, if
They
it wasn't
really
for
just-
PETA, I wouldn't have a lot of delicious sandwiches.
Oh, you know what? That's
I do-
true.
I do like
some little
where,
falafel.
where they like split the pita in half and they put the sprouts in there.
Oh yeah.
You know, with maybe some
that-
shredded beef.
Couple of tabbouleh with
Yeah.
some little
Yeah.
with some falafel and some what's that called?
The
Baba
gyros.
ganoush.
Oh, the baba ganoush. Yeah, man. So that's the pita that I know
Some
and I love.
eggplant. Oh yeah. Oh
Yeah,
yeah. Some
yeah.
salad. Oh.
But
Little
not the
spicy.
Animal Crossing that I mean, I don't know what version of Animal Crossing I guess they didn't get like the full copy, so I don't know.
I mean, PETA's PETA.
Peter's
what I
PETA,
mean? Like,
man.
they do this. That's what they do. They in Pokemon. Remember Pokemon when they had that thing
Yeah.
about like don't catch Pokemon, because it's like mistreats animals. I'm like, Pokemon. They're literally a made up thing.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't even. They're not even categorized as animal. But I don't know. It's funny. I think that they know what they are, and I
Yeah.
would almost expect this from them, like no matter what. Like this is what's expected to them. Like
They have their niche community just like everything else, bro.
yeah,
You know what I
yeah,
mean? So,
yeah. They never again another uh talking group that really doesn't affect my life. I just like to bring it up because it's really funny.
yeah.
It was hilarious. It's just after a while I'm just like it hurts my head because I'm just like I'm like, man, they get every angle. They got every angle of that. And it's just so weird because I'm like, but they're talking animals too. And Tom Nook is an animal, but we're gonna talk shit about Tom Nook.
Right.
Like, shouldn't he be like the chosen one? Like
The
because he's a
redeemer
talking
of the
animal.
animals.
Exactly, he's the redeemer of the animals kingdom.
The reclaimer.
No, they're like, no,
But
he's an animal that wants to hurt other animals. So
that's right.
oh.
Oh.
Oh, I just remembered something. Speaking of animals,
Uh-oh.
we'll probably talk about that next episode.
Next
It's a
episode.
show that I did. I forgot I watched a show on Netflix. I actually watched it to completion, and I'm afraid because I'm like, oh, because it was an okay mediocre show that's on Netflix. Do you know
Mhm.
what I'm talking about?
No.
Okay, it's called Beastar. And I hate that when I watched it, I'm like, oh no, is this the gateway to furryism?
Oh, wow. Definitely a topic for next week. We're going to get into that one for sure. But
Yeah, we will get into that because I have to reevaluate my life for the next couple weeks.
yeah, that makes sense. I think
Yeah.
you should take a really hard look at yourself in the mirror. I'm going to look this
And
up.
be like, will I look better with fangs and some ears, and maybe a tail?
Maybe. Maybe.
We'll see.
Yeah. Try it out. Try it out.
Try it out. Hey,
But there you go, folks. If you want to play Animal Crossing, play Animal Crossing, but don't do anything. If you want to play it the Peter way, Animal Crossing is a good game. We're actually going to start playing that here very shortly. But I want to go ahead, and I'm sure ActoJ wants to go ahead and say thank you for all that stopped by today and joining us on our episode 6 of Two Hosts One Mini Table. Had a lot of good
Yep.
content, and I got to do this every single episode. So ActoJ, where can the folks find you? What's going on?
hey, you're gonna find me right here. I'm staying. I'm hunkering down. I can't go anywhere. I'm self-isolating. Right here in this show. This is my place until things blow over again. I will eventually have episodes on my show, Don't Feed the Animals podcast. Don't tell PETA. Don't tell PETA.
Don't tell PETA. And you can find me right here on the babe underscore WLIN twitch.tv. You can also find me at the same thing on YouTube, the Nerdy Rojas on Instagram. Folks, eventually we'll get these out on podcast form. I know I've gotten some feedback. It's a little bit difficult to watch sometimes on YouTube, so they want to find out where to get the podcast. We will find a place for you. Bear with us. Enjoy it on YouTube, but we will find a place to put this podcast.
I will figure that out for you guys. I have nothing but time now, so I actually I might actually have a way to figure that out. But again,
So be patient with us.
be patient. Yeah, exactly.
Keep checking us out on Twitch. Keep checking us out on YouTube. We'll get you on a podcasting service here soon.
Yeah.
But again, for the folks that came and stopped by, how about closing us out there, ActoJ?
Hey, love you all. Stay safe. If they tell you to stay inside, stay inside. Get your shit. You could get what you need and just enjoy friends, family. We live in the age where you can communicate with You're right. You're a good ways away from me, man. And here we are, talking to each other, talking to everybody else. So you're not alone. You know, stay safe, stay healthy, and just remember, guys, there's always plenty of room at the mini table.
That's right. I can't echo that enough. Stay safe. Um, get connected. Stay together. Stay positive. We'll get through this all. And of course, with the social distancing, there's always still plenty of room here at this mini table. Thanks for stopping by. You all have yourselves a good night.
Peace out, people. See you later.